William Dorsey Swann.
Born in the belly of 1858 in the swampy heart of Washington, D.C., William Dorsey Swann didn't tiptoe through life, he danced his way through history. This cat, a queer pioneer, strutted his stuff in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, making the squares uncomfortable and the outcasts find their voice. Swann wasn't just born, he sashayed onto this scene like a rainbow tornado. Draped in the garb of unapologetic fabulousness, Swann was one of the OGs of coming out loud and proud. His wardrobe was a middle finger to the norms, a glittering testament to living on your terms. But his journey wasn't all glamour shots and champagne bubbles. In 1891, they dragged him to the clink for masquerading as a woman. 6 months of cold steel and barred windows for daring to be his fabulous self. That arrest was the lightning bolt that struck the tinderbox of injustice. Swann's incarceration wasn't just about him. It was a neon sign stating the systemic screw you to anyone who dared to stray from society's straight and narrow. It was a jail cell that birthed a movement. Once they tossed him back onto the streets, Swann didn't flinch, he roared. He became the voice in the darkness, a flamboyant phoenix rising from the ashes of bigotry. The Society for Human Rights, the first LGBTQ+ rights gang in the U.S., sprang from his fierce determination. Swann was the architect of change, building bridges from the bricks thrown at him. He didn't stop at rainbow-colored walls, though. Swann waltzed into the realms of the NAACP and the National Women's Suffrage Association. He wasn't just fighting for his queer siblings, he was throwing punches for the rights of African Americans and women too. Intersectionality wasn't a buzzword for him. It was the rhythm of his activism. The days from Swann's hustle are a symphony. His audacious queerness laid the cornerstone for the rebels who followed. LGBTQ+ rights groups sprouted like glittery mushrooms after rain, and the Mattachine Society joined the party, doubling down on the fight for equality. Swann's lockup was a glaring spotlight on the hate of the time, a stark reminder of the uphill marathon the LGBTQ+ community had to run for basic dignity. Fast forward to now, and Swann's story still echoes in the walls. In a world where discrimination is as stubborn as a stain you can't scrub out, Swann's legacy is the mirror that shows us where we've been and need to go. His life shouts at us to keep pushing, fighting, and dancing to the beat of justice. So, here's to you, Swann, the dapper renegade who dared to twirl in a world that wanted him to tiptoe. Your sequine footprints guide us through the struggle, a timeless reminder that the fight for rights is a dance that never stops.
So, you've subjected yourself to a portion of the RPTM podcast. We're aiming for a perfect balance here. We hope we triggered some reluctant chuckles, but even more importantly, we hope we've left you questioning the very purpose of existence. And if, by some cosmic accident, you actually found this clip to be somewhat intriguing, summon that oh so enthusiastic thumb and bestow upon us the coveted upward gesture. And hey, don't neglect that subscribe button either, because who would want to miss out on our impending onslaught of mind-bending dialogues?